Hello world, thank you for tuning back in. Thank you all for so much support on the first video. I'm really excited to start the second one. So today I wanted to, being that I did like a breakdown for the last one, I wanted to do the second video. I wanted to make it a like creation, like live cooking up. So today I'm gonna be doing that from scratch. I did, however, prepare just a little bit. I just have like the key I want to use and the chords I'm gonna use. I basically just want to make like kind of like a slow jam type beat when I add some electric guitar and some bass guitar on it, kind of like pulling from a certain sound, kind of like D'Angelo, Rick James, Fire and Desire, and also Luther Vandross. Like those are kind of what I'm gonna pull for this beat. Alright, so the first part of this is gonna just be me picking out the kind of the sounds that I want to use other than the guitars. So I found some keys that I like. It's a nice little Wurlitzer piano. Next, I'm gonna find some percussion that I like and try and get like a groove going. There's an important part of making beats that I wanted to share for like newer producers is having a tap tempo. You really ultimately want to get to the point where you just hear what you hear. You always want to, and that's what makes you a really good producer, is following what you hear in your head. Alright, so I found some drums that I like and kind of got a feel for like a rhythm that I like too. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that down. Alright, so I got some rhythm down, and now I'm going to move on to the Wurlitzer. Now see, I have the kind of like the chords that I want to use, but I don't have the progression yet. So I wanted to kind of have that part be in the video too, just me figuring out the progression. So I have the chords that I kind of like. I just kind of worked my way through them. I just wanted to address this part of it. Like now that I have the chords that I want, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write them down and play them over. Logic is like my like staff paper, and like I'm just writing the chords and then I'm performing the chords. Because that's kind of like my way of like staying kind of more true and not leaning on the DAW too much to kind of make it sound good. Alright, so that was a little harder than I thought, but I got it to a place where I could play it and I liked how it sounded. I just basically had to teach myself how to play what I just wrote and just getting the rhythm right and getting the timing right. Alright, so I'm gonna add bass next to kind of, the chords are kind of nice and like airy, and they're obviously taking up a lot of the higher end. So I think bass would be nice to kind of just fill it out a little bit. Alright, so just got the bass done. I added a little bit of overdrive and EQ to it just to kind of fix it up a little bit. And now I'm going to move on to some electric guitar. Alright, I got that guitar laid out and found a nice little loop that I like for it. Just for, you know, technique's sake, I always usually double the guitars. Now whether I play it and double it or not, I'll just like copy it over, just make it a little thicker. I did that with the bass guitar as well. And yeah, so that'll wrap it up. I'll show the final track, of course. Thank you all again for tuning in. If anybody has any suggestions or what they'd like to see, or any records I've produced that they want to see broken down, I'm definitely open to that. We're really at the grassroots level, so anything that anybody's watching that wants to see and they want to hear from me, I'm down to do that. Hit me up. Alright, peace.